Have you ever walked into a house before and just took a look around? You knew it. Deep down in your gut, this is the one. This is your dream home. But then reality hits. Price, location, too many builder restrictions, cookie cutter designs. And then suddenly that dream house is much more than a checked box on your Zillow account. Well, that feeling in your gut that you get that you know this is the one, I had the same feeling right here in the same very house built by these guys right here. And I'm going to show you in this video why it's the most popular home tour in Texas. And be sure to stick around to the end because you're not going to want to miss what's out here. But this is a story all about breaking free. Something that fits you individually, not just some big box production builder home. So let me take you behind the scenes in today's video. And I'm going to show you why more and more people are ditching those big box production builders and going for something much more custom and tailored, just like homes built by these guys. RD Builders has really made a name for themselves, not by going bigger, but by going smarter. Every inch of this 31 square foot model home is absolutely designed intentionally. As soon as you walk in, you absolutely feel it right away. This isn't just some box planted in a field with some shiplap. No, this is absolutely the finest Texas modern farmhouse design. So this incredible farmhouse is the model home right now for R&D custom builders, and it sits right in Century Oaks subdivision. Every home in here sits on at least an acre of land. It's only 30 minutes to San Antonio, 15 minutes to downtown Seguin, as it sits squarely in the Marion ISD, so it's an incredible school district. Most of our buying clients, they're sick and tired of being stuffed in suburban sardine cans. They want some elbow room, a place to grow. They don't want to be able to reach out from their yard and touch their neighbor. And you get that out here in Century Oaks. With over an acre of land on most properties, you get that breathing room that you're absolutely looking for. Production builders, they do serve a purpose. They're fast, they're efficient, but they're not you. Those guys we pick from a menu, but you don't create the recipe. I mean, have you ever had a pipe burst 3 months after moving into your brand new home? With those guys, good luck trying to get warranty work done. It's a big pain in the butt. And these guys, they're truly entrenched into this community. I mean, take a look at this. When you build with them, you become part of the family. Now, obviously, look, this is a model home, so it's completely tricked out everywhere, but I want to give you just an example of what you can get here in the Century Oaks community. So out here in Century Oaks, you have 1 acre piece of land, right? And they have so much room. They put in this model home, which is over 3,100 square feet, give or take. You have a backyard kitchen, this gorgeous custom pool that they had put in by a local builder. And then you have a detached workshop, and you can put anything there. I'd put a golf simulator probably, but you can put a ping pong table, pool table, any hobbies. You can put your cars, whatever you want to do back in that area, and you still have room to let Fido run around in the backyard. Now, for a lot of our home building clients, it's more than just going for the square footage. It's about finding peace of mind, legacy, something that lasts a lot longer than just some builder's 10-year warranty. And if you choose to build out here in Century Oaks with RD Custom Builders, you're firmly entrenched in the Marion ISD, which ranks high in academics and extracurriculars. It's the peace of mind of having your kids get a quality education, all without sacrificing location, just being 30 minutes from downtown San Antonio. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Does going the custom build route mean that it's going to be way more expensive? The answer might surprise you. Now, most people assume when you're paying for custom, that equals crazy expensive, but you're not. You're not paying for more, you're paying for better. For one, you get higher resale value. 2, a heck of a lot less maintenance surprises. And 3, you can build equity as something that fits around your life. So at the end of the day, ask yourself this question. You want a house that works for the builder, or do you want a home that works for your life? And if you choose to build out here in the Century Oaks subdivision, you're not just getting a piece of dirt, you're getting peace, space, and something that feels like the beginning of something truly special. All right, you've waited long enough. I've kind of teased the bits and pieces of this house to you so far in the video. How about I give you a personalized tour with yours truly about the whole entire thing? Let's go. Okay, so this is gonna be super raw and authentic. So I don't really care if the white balance is too white or too dark. So we're gonna go room by room, just walking and talking. So as soon as you come in here, obviously, I've probably had over, no joke, 500 or 600 people reach out to me since the last video we did on this specific house. because just the exterior that they came and they saw the video, and I know the audio sucked on that, so I'm sorry. This is going to be much better. But as soon as you come in, obviously the outside's fantastic. You come in, you have soaring ceilings, beautiful entries. You come in, obviously tons of light. One of my favorite features and what a lot of clients they love is how they put the brick in the ground right here. That's kind of like a little schmear design. It's really cool to come in and you get greeted by that. And you have this threshold. And then this is obviously, this sells the house, right? You come in here and you're like, oh my gosh. And we built a custom home, and there's only a few houses that I would ever leave my house for. This is 100% one of them. And I do want to tell you, I was talking to John, the sales rep out here, a good friend of mine. And there's actually somebody that loved this house so much, they're building 2 of them on their same lot here in South Texas, one right next to another with a breezeway in between. How crazy is that? So anyways, so you come in here and you have, I think what grabs your attention first is obviously the cathedral ceilings. A lot of times builders will put, cedar beams, and they do have some over there. But here they went with shiplap and they painted them white with this gorgeous modern farmhouse fan right there in the middle. Truly crazy. And there's colors, there's textures. It just flows really well. And then this is just one big open space. This is what a lot of people are looking for, is a big open space. And it's open to everything here. You have obviously a super large TV. That's probably 85 pixels, I'm guessing. And then obviously they have pictures. They're this really big family here, builders. And they've got their employees here, just very artfully decorated. You've got surround sound everywhere. I mean, full house surround sound in this area. Oversized fireplace right here. And this is another thing too. Like, you walk in and you see this right off the bat, and holy cow, it grabs your attention, right? Just fantastic. I mean, everything about the space I absolutely truly love. They've got obviously their subdivision plan here with, their phase 1, 2, they're going into 3 now. And they've also started a new subdivision out here. We'll have more information on that as we go along. But I kind of want to go over indication. This is obviously where you're going to be spending a bulk of the time too. So the center island, the blue shiplap here is absolutely tremendous. I think when people come in here and they see this, they're like, you have this large, oversized island. And they went with a white farmhouse sink. And then how about these pictures? These pictures, obviously this home's been here for a few years, but they selected this before it was the in thing, just really ahead of it. And then you have this gorgeous pendant lighting above that matches everything else here. Just really pops, especially with some of the best hardware in any home that you'll see out here. Just really, really fantastic. And then so obviously we talked about the cedar beams as well, kind of coming over here into this area. And it's true, a lot of people don't, at least a lot of our clients anyways, they don't really care so much for like the worn-off dining rooms off to the side. And this space fits that perfectly because it's connecting to everything else, and you can kind of see everybody if you do want to have a sit-down meal, because a lot of times we're running and gunning, right? We're going and blowing. It's just like, hey, everybody's busy. Life is happening fast. But if you do have the time on the weekend to be able to do that, this is a fantastic spot for holidays as well. And then how about this? I mean, this is just truly tremendous. They added this here, this gorgeous area for all your silverware, plates, whatever you want to have for those special times that you are entertaining and doing those things. And then obviously the plantation shutters is a huge upgrade here in this area. So I want to flow over here. So this is kind of obviously this part here, this main part. We're going to go over here to the home office. And so many of our clients now work from home. At least one of them, one or, sometimes both of them do. Like my wife and I both work from home. But here, this is a great space for one of me to do this. So we'll come in here and you see this, I mean, obviously they've got it decked out. This built-in bookshelf there, which is fantastic. High-speed internet out here in the Century Oak subdivision, which is great. And you do have, like I said, the high ceilings, the plantation shutters come over here as well. And they can get really dark and get easy. Like someone cottage or take a Zoom meeting, you don't want all the additional light in there. You put the plantation shutters and you're set. Like you're good to go. I'm gonna tell you the secret too. This out. Even more storage back there. This is one of the really cool things that this builder can do. Every house is truly unique, and that's just a really cool thing I like about that. So I think it's a super cool feature. I'm really big into golf. If you haven't watched any of our videos, I kind of bring up golf a lot. There's a theater room back here. We're gonna go check it out. I would turn it into a golf simulator room. So come over to the side. You do have a media closet where they have their stuff. The powder bathroom, which in this design is great because a secret. If you're going to build a house, do not put your powder bathroom next to any of the main living areas because nobody wants to hear you going to the bathroom when you're out there entertaining. Trust me on that. This one is tucked away. Perfect spot for it. So have it here. Okay. So I talked about the white balance before. Just go with me. But if I'm a little dark, just know this is awesome. So this is their tricked out theater room. This is a massive upgrade that you can do here. And obviously they've got speakers around everywhere. There's actually recessed lighting above the trim up there. They went really dark in here. So if you're watching the big game or you get a rare date night with your wife, you can actually have it here. You don't have to go anywhere. This truly tricked out area. They got the blackout shades there too with projection screen. Utterly fantastic. Again. Yeah, perfect. My golf swing would fit in this room. So again, you can do a golf simulator. There's actually somebody out here in the Century Oak subdivision that has a golf simulator in their garage. It's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to this side of the house. I call it this wing. This is the primary suite over in this area. This is just really a great spot for it. And one thing I do like about this is you have the ability to go back here, and if people are making noise or like they're making breakfast in the morning or people are staying up late at night, this suite is over here on this side of the house, which is great. So it won't be, the noise won't travel over here as much. And another thing I do love is they put this window here. So you get the natural light in, you're able to see outside in the back patio area, which you're gonna wanna see, so stick around for that. And you get that natural light as you come over here into the primary suite. So obviously, yes, it's decked out as it should be. I've been told that, this would be probably $1 to $1.2 million to recreate on somebody else's property because the way it is tricked out. But you see the lot going on here. You have the sliding barn door. I love how they put the wood inserts up there with the white painted beams again. And they also brought in some of that brick that's in the entry four-way over here. Just textures pop. It just looks really nice. Again, I know the white balance is probably going to be off, but you can kind of get an idea of how it looks. This place is incredible. The ensuite off the primary, you have dual vanities. The sinks are inset here with the gorgeous upgraded gold Delta faucets. Everything in here is set up perfectly. You have space each side. You have the natural light coming in off that window. This is a soaking tub. So often we'll go into houses and the tubs, like I can't even get in there or my knees are sticking out. If I do want to get in there, I can't even be fully in there. This is legit. How coming down the wall, this faucet, you can truly sit in here, soak and relax. And then we'll come over here. This is like a spa oasis. You have the dual shower heads, the arch. If you wanted to sit here, you could. And just, they also have the rain shower head above. Tons of light coming in here. It's just, what else more could you want in a shower? Like literally, I look forward to coming home and taking showers every single day just because of that. So you have the obviously motor right there, and then a really cool feature in this one. So you have the closet here, right? Tons of rods and shelves, everything you need. Check out what they also put in it. Legit. Have you ever seen a washer and dryer in a primary closet before? You haven't. I look at houses all day for the last 15 years. I haven't seen it until I came out here. Okay, so I do want to go and check out the other side of the house. Over here, we have the secondary bedrooms. We have little study areas. They have the garage there as well. And obviously the laundry room, little patio size. So I'm big in the kitchen. I make a big mess, and obviously you're able to do that here. They have this really cool area where you can put, obviously there's other things there for some of the appliances you don't use on an everyday basis. You could obviously put a wet bar here. They don't have, you could use stuff for a bar here, some glasses of wine. I'd probably insert, a wine fridge in there, but you kind of have it here. But they've got this set up to bring all this natural light in here. And tricked out too with GE appliances. This is some of the stuff in here is, I think this is the Monogram series, which is just fantastic that they have. And then, yeah, I didn't even mention this part here. So you have the stained vent hood and then the white paint there. And then this, I literally don't know if I would ever go out and eat anywhere. I would have so much fun cooking on this gas cooktop. It would be just utterly fantastic. So we'll come over here. Obviously they had the mud bench here, this kind of area set up, which is just a great spot. And then the pantry, legit pantry, everybody. I'm big on pantries. That is truly a walk-in pantry with electrical for your coffee machines and things like that and that nature. Over here is their kind of design area that they have for inspiration. It's really a two-part garage, but they kind of have that set up over there. And then you have the laundry room on this side, really cool floor. That's kind of the in thing now, is having the laundry room. We'll kind of dance around. These secondary bedrooms are what they are. You know, they're not super fancy, but you know, I haven't seen really any secondary bedrooms that are really super fancy. This is the feature that I wanted to point out the most, is this kind of this I don't want to say bookshelf, but it's a built-in where they have this kind of all set up here, perfect for the kids to be here, and it's kind of in a community space, so it's great. And then it kind of wraps up over here with this bathroom that they have, full bath, dual vanities, so the kids can get ready in the morning. And obviously they've got the shower and tub over there, so you're able to bathe the kiddos. If you have small kids, you're able to do that in there. It wasn't just a glass, insert shower. You're able to have all that stuff. So I want to show you outside because it's truly tremendous. It's one of the things that is really a showstopper, that we brought clients out here to have Artie do a build interview with them, and it's truly tremendous. So we'll get out here and we'll kind of let some of it catch in. And I know it's windy, so we'll kind of stay right around here. But you have, obviously, this is access to the garage. Obviously it's their office, but it would be the garage. And then you have full kitchen setup. Wash your hands, you can grill. The pool is utterly good, probably the nicest finish in any pool. I've recommended this company to several different ones. And with R&D, it's great. They can do a build package, so if you want to put a workshop like they have here with the pool in the home, they can do this all together in one. And that's one thing I absolutely love about it. But yeah, I mean, one of my most favorite houses. It's super windy. We'll try to get the drone up so you can kind of see what it looks like from above. But one of my most favorite houses, one of my most favorite builders. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want additional information on this builder, click this thing right here. We have it set up. It comes directly to me. We can set up a build interview. You have any questions on how to get this floor plan, maybe the most popular floor plan, and one of the most things that people contact me about is to get this floor plan. It is available. Contact me, and we can start the process on how you can get it to maybe build it yourself somewhere else. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.